The Philadelphia 76ers went from having preseason expectations of being Eastern Conference contenders to halfway through the season starting a lineup of Ricky Council IV, Kelly Oubre Jr., Gershon Yabusele, Eric Gordon, and Reggie Jackson. This team had huge expectations going into the season and have completely fallen on their faces. After signing Paul George this past offseason to create a big three of George, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey, there was a lot of hope in Philadelphia that they could not only be Eastern Conference contenders, but could contend for the NBA championship, which has eluded Joel Embiid in his star-studded career so far. However, 3 weeks into the season, they were dead last in the entire NBA, and now in early January, while they have been marginally better, they still sit 11th place in the East with a 15-23 record, which is good for a .395 win percentage. They haven't been able to stay healthy at all this season, and Joel Embiid has been the worst of them all. He hasn't been able to stay healthy consistently and has missed the 76ers' last 5 games and has only played 13 all season. While he has been on the floor, he hasn't played up to his normal All-NBA level, averaging only 24.4 points a game on terrible shooting splits of 45.2% from the field and 32% from 3. 45% from the field as a center is subpar, and while he has had some big games, he's also had some very poor, inefficient games as well. Going on to the new acquisition of Paul George, he's only averaging 16.8 points a game on poor efficiencies and hasn't been exactly what the 76ers imagined when they signed him this offseason. It also doesn't help that star rookie Jared McCain, who had a strong start to his rookie season, is now out for the season after going through a knee surgery. And that's just another blow to the 76ers team, who has showed a lack of health and a lack of cohesiveness on the basketball court, because when the big three has been on the court together and their limited games together, they just have not shown that they can win games even with all three of their stars on the court. And this team just isn't able to get anything going offensively or defensively in a cohesive manner. These 3 stars are proving why big threes cannot work in today's NBA, because you can't just slap 3 talented players together in the same team and expect them to just go out and produce all these wins. You could even look back to Paul George's last team with the LA Clippers, where they had James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. They had the same issues that this Philadelphia team is having. They had 2 very injury-prone players and 3 players who played very different styles in Harden, Kawhi, and Paul George. And now you have Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, and Paul George, who have the same story. You have 2 very injury-prone players in Paul George and in Joel Embiid, and you have 3 players who play very different styles of basketball. And this is the reason why that this team isn't working, and it's the same reason why Phoenix isn't working down in the Western Conference. And throughout this season, we have seen the Philadelphia 76ers struggle not only on the court, but also to just stay playing basketball. And this could go down as one of the biggest wastes of talent in NBA history, because they were expected to be NBA Finals contenders this season, and now instead they are one of the worst teams in the entire NBA and in their entire conference. And Joel Embiid is going to have to step up and stay healthy if he wants any shot of having a legitimate legacy in Philadelphia, because he's already about 30 years old and has never made it past the second round. And he's had so much help throughout his career and now has had even more help and just hasn't been able to stay healthy or produce in big playoff moments. Let me know if you think Philadelphia will make it past the second round this season for the first time in Joel Embiid's career. And also let me know who you think will win the NBA championship. God bless you all. Have an amazing day. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. God bless.